I'm back. As I should have expected, this trading bot project has taken 10 times longer than I expected. And while I'm not done yet, I've got some stuff to cover. Now this is all going to be about code, so
hold on to your butts.
As I mentioned in my first video, we need to run our strategy algorithm with as much historical data as possible. This gives us confidence that the strategy may work in the future also. The code that does this is called a backtester. There are a lot of backtesters out there, but I need one that's going to be compatible with my project. I selected JavaScript for this project based on a rigorous technical analysis process that I call good vibes. So it's got to work with JavaScript. Second thing, I want the backtester to record every trade, not just a summary of all the trades. I'll talk about my first strategy in another video, but what's important is that it makes a ton of small trades. When you're making this many small trades, pennies matter, so my backtester has to be precise. And if it's not over 6 feet tall, we swipe left. Am I right, ladies? I tried one called GradeMark because it was specifically made for JavaScript, which turned out to be a little rare. It met most of my requirements, but it didn't support all the order functionality that real brokers do. I hand-checked its trades, and I just wasn't quite satisfied with the accuracy. Next, I actually couldn't find another one for JavaScript at the time, so I turned to a popular Python backtester. Too bad I don't know Python. But I didn't let that stop me from joining my JavaScript code to the Python code in unholy matrimony, otherwise known as process input-output. It was slower, but more accurate, and though it was closer to what I wanted, it still wasn't good enough. At this point, I had written a lot of code around the backtesting engine to support all the features that I wanted. Chart views, bracket orders, quantum spanners, batch result ideas. How hard could it be to just write the engine myself? As it turns out, not that hard. It took me an afternoon after I struggled with the other backtesters for weeks. That's only a small part of it. Drawing from my experience, I've written a step-by-step guide if you want to create your own backtesting suite. Find a data source, adapt the data format, compare visually, be confused about why they don't match, integrate a chart viewer, keep working on that. Holy cow, that took forever. Get more timeframes from the data source. There aren't any more timeframes on this data source. Try another data source. This one's whack. Go back to the first one. Aggregate the data yourself. Try a backtest engine and another one. Implement your own backtest engine. Pick some stocks. Test a bunch at once. Run them fast in parallel. Break the code and never figure out why. Aggregate those results. Make them sort of readable and done. Here's why my backtester is better than your backtester. It can find the best stocks to target based on some simple criteria like their trading volume. It reports your profit as a range because entry prices aren't guaranteed when you're looking at historical data. It can ping you on Discord when it's done with a lengthy test. And it can crash for no reason at all when you try to show it to your friends. The backtester is just a means to an end though, so in the next video we'll talk strategy and we'll actually see some monetary results. Peace.